Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Richard Morgan and today we're heading over to another World Circuit race. We're going to be heading across to the Americas for one of the tracks that are new in the game. In the update 1.40, Lake Louise was released and we're going to be running a couple of races there. Before I do that, I'm just going to pop into the options and make sure that my race difficulty is set to hard, which it is. We'll then go into Lake Louise. And you can see we've already done the pickup truck challenge, which is the weekly challenge that they've thrown into the game now. And I've got two more to do. One is the four-wheel drive challenge 600 and the other one is the World Rally Challenge. So let's dive into the four-wheel drive challenge 600. The car that I am running with is the Impreza Sedan WRX STI 04, suggested PP of 600. And we need to have snow tyres on this particular car. So if you haven't got those, you're going to need to go and buy them. And then my PP rating is 567.60, so I'm well within the limits. And my car, the suspension is normal, the differential is normal. My ECU output is 100, ballast is 0, power restrictor of 100. And then as far as the updates are concerned, I've got a high RPM turbocharger on there. I could actually change that down to medium. We don't really need an awful lot in this particular race because we are on the snow. I've got the anti-lag system, intercooler racing. I've got my air cleaner, silencer, and exhaust manifold all racing. My favourite carbon brake system with the racing pads. And I've got my racing clutch and flywheel. And I've got stage 1, 2 and 3 weight reduction installed as well. So that is what the car settings are for this one. So let's get into the race and see how we do. So this is the Japanese four-wheel drive challenge 600. It's at the Lake Louise short track on snow, and we've got 4 laps to go from last to first. Let's get into the race. Right, nothing to worry about with regards to brake balance on this one, but I've got my torque distribution set to 45-55 for no real reason. My traction control is off, and then I am going to set on the track map because obviously I don't know this track overly well, even though this is the short course, the easy one. So with this, it's just a case of managing that back end, trying to keep control of it as much as you can, especially through the S's. Just picking our way through this traffic, using the blue lines as an edge of track marker. I'm just trying to keep within those lines if I can. Just feathering the throttle through there. I'm using the stewards on the top there as a little bit of a braking zone. That was a little bit late. So I'm going to need to just modify that one slightly. The two tight corners are the two you've really got to worry about. But you can see with this car, it's making its way through here. Even though our PP is slightly low, we're still going pretty well. I'm going to brake on the first of the N2O boards. Some of the videos I've seen say to brake on the second one. I tended to find in this car it went a little bit deep, so the first of the N2O boards worked for me. And then now just keep it all gathered up. Don't be afraid to come off the power and slow it down a little bit if the car is getting a little bit out of control. Oh, just catching one of the bollards there. And very often I find that a higher gear is better than a lower gear. Oh, big old bumps through there. This is one of the big turns. I didn't get a chance to pick my braking point there because the car was just bouncing around all over the place. But we are up into, hold your breath, first place. Just keep it straight over these jumps. And again, watching for the first NTO board on the brakes, just brake in a straight line. As you get to that gantry, just make the turn, let the back end slide around a little bit. Just gather it up. Keep the nose pointing in the direction you want to travel if you can. And then through here, I'm just going to come down to the 4th gear. Just feed my way, 3rd gear now. And up to 4. Fourth is quite nice through here actually. It's just a case of feeding your way through there. When you see that gantry, get it slowed down. That's still, whoa, too much. So I'm going to go around there. So I do make mistakes, but we're quickly back into first place. So the gantry, when you're going flat out, was a little bit too late. So with this one, I'm going to brake on the NTO. Just get that, just slide in a little bit, just feathering the throttle. Obviously you can pause and rewind the video just to see how I am running this one. So just got a little bit too overconfident into that back corner there. That was what caused us to overshoot the corner and spin it round. Sometimes on the slow is better. Just as you go underneath that board, just started to slow that down this time as you go through the big banner over the top of the track. Careful when you're putting the power down, that back end doesn't come around too much. Changing up nice and early. Keep it straight over the jumps. And we've got a straight run to the checker flag. So although we had a spin in that one, oh, standing on its nose. Even though we had a spin in that one, it's still very, very, very easy to bring that home in first place. So for nearly 5 seconds ahead of the car behind. Nice easy win on that particular one. So 38,000 credits in the bag. And we've got that one done. So you'll have to excuse the spin, but I hope that you found this video useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new around here, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel no end. And if you're a subscriber and back for more, thanks ever so much for subscribing to the channel and for coming back and watching this video. Your support is greatly appreciated. You can see my line is slightly off here. I'm just trying to stay out the way of the other cars, getting into the traffic a little bit here now. It's just a case of when you're in the traffic, just picking your way through. And I found that having a slightly offset line than the normal racing line enabled me to get through the cars quite nicely without actually bumping into them too much. Again, through that little bumpy section, just keep it under control, keep it slowed down, and you'll be fine. Anyway, that's this video. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you on another rally car race at Lake Louise coming very soon. For now, take care. Bye bye.